Hey guys, so I wanted to talk a little bit about a fitness program that I've been using. It's called Body Beast. Body Beast was created by a fitness instructor named Sagi. Can't say his last name for the life of me. But Sagi ended up winning Mr. Israel twice. He was as a bodybuilder. He is a phenomenal body. Um, but yeah, so he is a legit like professional that I'm learning from. But he teamed up with Beach Body, and they created a workout at home fitness program. Some things that I like about the program is that when I first started getting into, I guess, weightlifting, I chose this program. Um, so I've done P90X in the past before, but that's, I guess, more calisthenics. You're using body weight. And so this program's designed to um, use like actual weight, like dumbbells. All you need is a set of dumbbells and a pull-up bar to use this program. But I got more equipment than that, uh, and that's just for my personal, because I'm just a fitness fanatic. But anyways, uh, yeah. So if you're starting off in training, right, muscle building, you might not know exercises that are good for each muscle group. And so that's one thing that I liked about it. They set up the exercises, they have each training session designed to work out, you know, um, to stimulate a specific set of muscle groups, right? So they have some that are trained, designed to stimulate, uh, you know, your chest and tricep, or back and bicep, or your legs, or your shoulders and your traps. But they also have some exercises that are focused on eccentric contractions, and they have a cardio. But yeah, so I like that they you come in and you're working out, and then you're just all you got to do is follow along, and you will stimulate that muscle. Each training session is designed to basically have a set amount of time where it's time under tension, and sets amount of time for resting. So in between your sets, a lot of times it's basically you're grabbing a set of weight and you're cranking out like 15 reps. Oh yeah, they have the sets in place also that we're shooting for when we're training. So you grab a set of weight, you crank out 15 reps, you drop that weight, you immediately grab another set of weight that's heavier, you crank out 12 more reps, you drop that weight, you immediately grab another set of weights, and you crank out 8 more reps. So you feel that burn instantly, and then you'll rest a bit, and then you move on to like your another set of exercises and do the same shit. But this restricts you from lifting too heavy, right? If you could do 8 reps to 15 reps, that's an amount of weight that you can control. And so for building muscle, I think that's a good range that you're going to be at to be working on. If you're a power lifter, you're not. This might not be the program for you. But as far as building muscle and growing the muscle, I think this is great. So by training like that, it's basically you feel that burn, and you're trying to train through it, and so you're gonna have that metabolic stress. Um, Another thing I like is that basically you're following along, and as you're adapting to each workout, you're getting to progressively overload, right? So you're getting to make it more challenging, you're getting to add more weight to the exercises that you're using. You're getting to crank out more reps in the pull-ups that you're doing, or the push-ups that you're doing. So you're progressively overloading as you adapt. Another thing I like is it kind of has this old school feel. Like you can see, like the bench that they're using is kind of ripped up. Uh, you could tell that he's so by Body Beast. Although I'm training out and working out at home by myself, sometimes I have a friend that comes over and we train together. But for the most part, I'm normally training by myself. But it doesn't feel like it. I'm working out and I'm following this program, and it got these three guys that are jacked, dude. Like they're fucking like, if you were to think of the body that you want, they got that body. And you're working out with them. They're doing the same exercise with you. You're following along. So it feels like you're a part of that group. And sometimes they talk trash between each other, like friendly competition shit. Um, and sometimes Sagi, he'll say something funny, like, and so it makes you feel like you're actually experiencing that gym culture, that camaraderie, even though you're by yourself. But that's a pretty cool feeling. Um, makes it enjoyable, right? You're not just doing an exercise by yourself. You don't feel like that. Um, Another thing I like is actually challenging. Some people will talk shit that basically like you can't get a good workout in working out at home, or that you need to go to the gym to work out. And I think I enjoy going to the gym, but I don't want to waste 30 minutes driving to a gym, 30 minutes driving back, having to wait to utilize gym equipment. I don't want to waste time. I want to optimize my training sessions. I want to optimize my results. I want to optimize everything, my fucking nutrition. I want to get the best results as I can, as quickly as fucking possible. And I want to stay consistent. Even though I have all my shit at my house, I'm so busy, man. Sometimes I have trouble making one training session, making two training sessions in a day. Like that's just how life is. So being able to work out at home and train at home helps with my consistency. Not having to wait to use equipment helps my consistency. I don't have to change my routine because there's equipment being used. That's allowing me to master the form, my technique for every exercise. But another thing I liked about it was I have had a positive experience with it in the past 3 years ago, right? Like I wouldn't be doing it again. If actually in the past 3 years ago, I followed the workouts to a T. I did every single exercise that they were telling us to do, and this time around, I'm modifying it. I'm modifying it a fuckload. I'm like swapping shit out. I'm making the exercise more efficient, but for some exercises, I'm making them more efficient. But yeah, I enjoyed the program all in all. And I've been using it to gain muscle. But one of my friends, another thing I like about it is one of my friends been coming by since I was injured. Before I had my surgeries, one of my friends was coming by, training, coming by damn near almost every day. He got to a point in his life where his words, not mine. He was tired of being a fat fuck, and I felt that when he said that, and I was like, hey man, you fucking stick with it. You're gonna get good results. You don't have to go crazy. Basically, it's designed in a way that you're not. It restricts you from lifting too heavy because we're shooting for these number of reps, and if you can't crank those out, then that weight's a little too heavy. Um, but you fast forward to now, man, and he dropped 60 pounds, and he is in phenomenal shape. This dude's looking fucking great. Like he like legit got his beach body going, and it just that's a great feeling. You think I'm inspiring you watching my videos. Well, when I was injured, I was missing my fucking gym and utilizing my equipment, and it was collecting dust. And so looking over, seeing him come by every day in, day out, and putting that work in, that inspired me, man. I was like, fuck, I fucking missed that shit. Yes, somebody's fucking getting it, and I was seeing it, and I saw his body change. Um, so I mean that was all him, man. It's all him, brother. And so you could have that too. You don't have to do this program, but just consistency goes a long way. Some things I don't like about it. If you're new to working out and training using dumbbells, um, there's specific forms that you want to use for exercises. And I think this is they try their best to say, hey, this is what we're gonna do, this is how the movements perform, but they don't go into like detail on that form to get it spot on. And it, like I said, it's fast paced. So you're huffing and puffing and you're trying to follow along, and if your form's not correct, man, when you're using dumbbells you could get injured like really fast. um, that's one thing that I do like about going to the gym is that they have the machines are designed to basically they're only going to move one fucking way, and you're it's going to make sure that your form's better. But yeah, so that's one thing I think they could have had a video on using proper form. Another thing that I don't really like is they do have warm ups and cool downs, and they do have like a recovery stretch, but I don't think the recovery stretching is long enough. It's not a full body stretching, and when you're doing this program, your entire body will be sore. And using P90X in the past, I learned how to stretch every muscle in my body. P90X has a training session designed just for stretching, and it is longer in length, but you do a full body stretch and you feel super fucking relaxed and in Zen mode. But Body Beast's stretching uh, session is like 5 minutes. So it ain't fucking shit. But so I do dip into back into P90X for some things like stretching or yoga. Body Beast is primarily it's just a weight training program, and so it's not going to have things like yoga. Um, it does have a cardio, uh, so I mean I do enjoy that, but yeah, I mean uh, another thing I didn't like, uh, and go over form. It didn't stretching. Oh, there's some exercises that I don't think should be included in there because, like I said, they're not giving the best detail with the proper form. And when you're using dumbbells, you could get injured really fast. So there's just a couple exercises that they do that I just won't do. I'll just avoid entirely. Um, like the upright row. I don't I don't do that. Um, or the bench chest fly. I stick away from that. Now I've done them in the past, right? When I first started this program, I was doing the chest fly and using the bench, and I was like, man, this is a badass exercise. I was fucking feeling it all in my upper pec, and then a couple times I did that workout session. I started feeling it in my shoulder, and I was like, oh fuck, that fucking hurts. That puts your shoulder in a vulnerable position. I just avoid that exercise entirely. I'll swap out a different exercise. Um, Another thing I don't didn't like. Oh yeah, uh, another thing I don't like. I think it's not that I don't like it. There's a couple exercises that you could use that you could do, like mm, the skull crusher, right? When you're doing the skull crusher, you're doing it the conventional way, where basically you get the weight and you bring it all the way up right here. Well, when we're up right here, you're actually your triceps not being utilized. There's no tension on it, so stopping like at a 45, coming down, stopping like around this area. That will keep more tension on your tricep. There's like some things like that I change with the exercises. I try to take that exercise that they're doing, and if I could modify it to make it more effective, I'll do that. Or like the easy bar curl, they curl up and down. Me personally, I mean, I just follow a lot of like fitness experts and stuff, and but so I'm taking everything I'm learning and I'm like making my own thing. But when I get to that exercise, I'll curl it, and then I like to bring that weight out because if I could bring it out like that, then I know that I'm in full control, right? Um, so I mean, it's not something that I necessarily don't like. It's just little tweaks that I make to make it, I think, more efficient. Um, but all in all, I enjoy this fucking program. I'm not following it to a T. Like I said, I'm swapping out some exercises that will put my body in a vulnerable position, and I'm swapping it out with another exercise that I could use that won't get me injured or has a less likely probability to get me injured because I'm in it for the long haul. Like if I get injured because I do stupid shit, but that's on me. But if I'm choosing exercises that put me in a vulnerable position, I don't need to be doing that because I train a lot. So like, all it takes is one time to you know to do it to get you fucked up. Uh, yeah, and again, it's not something that I dislike, but I am modifying the exercises, the training sessions to my liking, right? So if there's an exercise that I like and enjoy, but I could make it more efficient, um, I'm going to pursue that because I'm trying to optimize my session as much as I can. Um, yeah.